You by profession were a CA, right?
Yeah. Yes. I'm a I'm an outdated chartered accountant now. I don't even know the full form of GST
Okay.
anymore.
Yeah, on a soft note, but you were a CA, but
Yeah.
then you know you came to you came up with this vision of your mission, Make India Read. Came up with the app. There is a lot of technology involved in the app. Okay, so what were the hardships that you faced during that time?
Yeah, that's a good question. So when this idea struck my mind, I thought a non-tech guy, a chartered accountant who doesn't know how to develop an app or a website, how do I go about it? And so I always remember the golden words of my elder brother. I always keep talking about my elder brother because I owe my success to him. My character is highly influenced by my elder brother, and he's way elder to me. He's elder to me by 12 years. So less of a brotherly figure and more of a fatherly figure.
Fatherly figure.
We never had that sibling fights. It was like वो जो बोलेगा चुपचाप करने का. So uh, he always used to say, Amrut, whenever you are stuck up with the question, what next? Read random. And so when I was stuck up with this question, ki, how do I start with this idea? How do I execute? Especially when I have 3 failed startups on my LinkedIn profile. And as a result of that, one failed relationship on my Facebook profile. And I really wanted to take some very cautious steps because my bank balance was really, really very low because 3 failed startups had created a big hole in my pocket and I had lost 70% of my life savings. So I had to be really, really, this time it has to be a very frugal startup. Yeah, the technical word you guys use is bootstrap. Uh, so I stumbled upon a book called Acres of Diamonds by Russell Cornwell. Perhaps that was the first book I shared on WhatsApp as part of this mission. And author gave a very eye-opening idea that constraint inspires creativity. We think that constraint is a problem. Yeah, limited resources. अरे ये नहीं है, पहले मैं 50 लाख कैपिटल इकट्ठा करूंगा फिर स्टार्टअप शुरू करूंगा. No, we have this, what we don't have, we tend to think about it a lot. वो कंपनी में जॉब मिलेगा ना, फिर देखना मेरा करियर कितना मस्त जाएगा, है ना. वो लड़की मेरे लाइफ में आएगी ना, फिर देखना there won't be any looking back. So we are always behind what we don't have. But the author says exactly the opposite, that constraints are beautiful. And if you decide to take action within the limited resources which are already available to you, then you force your brain to think creatively to make it happen. And suddenly you realize that acres of diamonds are right there in your backyard. Simple example, when the lockdown was declared and these fitness freak guys who used to go to the gym every day, now that gyms were closed and they were locked inside the house, did you observe on YouTube, they started making use of things which are there at home to exercise. Majburi thi. They were forced to think creatively and they started making use of buckets of water as dumbbells and those door को खोल के उसको pull up bar करके मार रहे थे. So see, they never thought of this initially because the gyms were open, but now they are forced to think creatively. So I thought, okay, I have WhatsApp, and this time it has to be a social startup, a social enterprise where I'm not expecting anything in return. So let me start with WhatsApp. Everybody has WhatsApp. I don't have to teach you how to use WhatsApp. And then I made the summary of the same book, Acres of Diamonds by Russell Cornwell, shared that summary with 10 of my close friends and asked them that please read it and share it with your friends. And within 1 week, I got 1,000 requests from unknown people who were not my direct friends. And from there, you call it as idea validation, proof of concept, वो सब हो गया. And I named it as Mission Make India Read. So journey which was started with 10 of my close friends whom I really cared for, I want them to read books, cultivate reading habit. वो 10 लोगों से शुरू हुआ था. Today there are 17 lakh readers.